You're skinny.
CMPRadio.net. It's the station.
Why you ain't ask me?
We live.
You was ready to go.
You around? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hold on. We gotta get right. Get left.
Yeah.
We embarrassing ourselves. Hold on. We gotta get ourselves together. Sipes. No, it's that. We celebrating today. It's a celebratory day. Hold on. Let me get some more of that.
Okay, hold on. No, cause
What happened? I missed it. What did you do now?
He drolling, bro. Drolling right now. He getting ahead of himself, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hi guys. What are we celebrating?
It's a replay. Look, you gotta look at. Oh, no, chill. Cause you gonna try to get your lick back.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Recuperate.
Yeah.
What would? That's the last time we let somebody start, y'all. The last time.
And that was. I think that was the beginning shenanigans.
That was a shenanigan right there.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? That was perfect, ain't it? That was good. Cause that's our true self.
That's not no true song.
Oh my gosh. Hi guys. Welcome back to Embrace Dream, the podcast. I'm your host, Tamia.
I don't even want to say nothing.
He's the kid.
TJ.
It's the cut with the king with the dream.
My fault. And before we get started, we want to say again, make sure y'all popping out for Frankie Lynn, his boxing match on April 19, 2025 at Harris Casino. You know, Frankie Lynn knocking him out.
Knock him out.
Why y'all ain't sing it with me?
I did. I missed it. I
Can
did
you
the
sing it?
Look.
Anthony's about to sing it. Go ahead.
Wait. Frankie Lynn, knock him out.
Yes.
You
So
see
we're gonna
that?
do what we get best. You know, we're gonna start with what we starting with.
Uniform check.
Check in. I don't know if you guys.
No, tap in. Y'all see what it is, man. New drop is out. Please go check the Instagram website. Dropping in a few months. Please, guys, go tap in. Thank y'all for all the support because this drop right here is actually almost sold out. So appreciate all the support and thank y'all for just staying down with us because we've been going through a lot with trying to get a perfect vendor, this, that, and the third. It's been a lot. But y'all here and then y'all support it and they almost gone. So I expect to see a lot of people at Lincoln's Spring Fling with these. I expect to see people in Philly with these and I expect to see people in Chester, Jersey, New York, everywhere. I'm saying Embrace Dreams is going to take over the dream.
Yes, so shop Embrace Dreams. This is the Drip Zip. Y'all like the name?
Yeah,
You get it? Because it's dripping. Yeah. But make sure you shop Embrace Dreams. Follow us on Instagram at Embrace Dream Co. Okay? Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Dream for thought.
Dream for thought.
So today, I don't have a question. Someone else has a question. My line sister actually submitted this question. So her question is, would you rather have good parents when you're younger or when you're older? And she specifically said older starting with college. So from college up.
I feel like you would want the good parents when you older, but then I saw people who had bad parenting as a kid, and it shapes you. That's you need your core years to help you to be to know all your lessons and morals and stuff like that. That's how you you know, so I think it's starting off as a kid and having parents. I feel like that's the better option.
It's a hard answer for me because like, shit, my friends got good parents and they had good parents when they were younger, older. I got good parents when I was younger, older. So that's really hard for me. Like, that's really a good question only because I have seen people with good parents that they had their good parents young, but they turned out to be anybody. They turned out to be just a waste of space, for real. But then I also seen people who didn't have good parents when they were younger, but turned out to be somebody when they got older. So it's like back to what we was talking about either last week or a couple weeks ago. Your environment and everything. Like it kind of goes back into that, but more so like I just know for a fact that like for example, your mom helped raise me. Like she was part of my village. You feel me? So it's like it all depends on who you got around you. But like I know for a fact that like it really just might be based off your environment because you can be in the bad environment, but somebody might come back to that environment and give you the right information so you can escape the environment. Yeah. Or they might come back and just gatekeep what they learned and keep you stuck in this environment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the parenting.
I feel like if it's down the line, I'll be asked out. I ain't gonna lie, because at that point, you trying to be a man, you trying to grow up, you trying to like live your own life. So if you looking for your parents for help, yeah, like that's helpful. But it's like you're not supposed to be looking for that much help from your parents. Yeah. So I feel like I don't know. I wouldn't want to.
What do you think you would have needed? Do you think you would have needed a parent growing up? I know for a fact I needed my parents growing up because you already seen the mistakes I've already made with them. Yeah. So if I did not have them, I'm sure I would have made worse mistakes. So therefore, it's like I know for a fact I must sit here and say I'm gonna lean towards having good parents when I'm younger because I know I needed them. But it's
and like even going to that, I feel like I would also want my parents to be good parents when I'm younger because that sets that foundation. Yeah. And I feel like, let's say I didn't have good parents growing up. I wouldn't, if they was to come around now when I'm older, I wouldn't know how to accept it. Like I've been independent all my life. Mm-hmm. Now you about to come around. It got to be some strings attached. Like what took you so long? Exactly. So I feel like you wouldn't be receptive of what they wanted to do because it took so long. I'm not saying it's too late, but like it's going to take more time after you try to come back around. So like I feel like once you build that foundation, like you said, I won't need my parents. Well, I'm always need my parents, but you wouldn't need your parents as much when you get older because you already have that foundation and learn what you were supposed to do in life based on how they raised you and how they was in your life when you were younger.
Exactly. Like you already had them lessons. So like I see this with a lot of people too. Like because they went through so much, they don't take that type of feedback or criticism because like they like already lived. I already like experienced a lot. I don't need to know more. So like imagine having somebody come in your life, like back in your life who was supposed to be there from the beginning. Yeah. It's just like, no.
Especially because that's supposed to be the norm. Like, okay, you're born, you're supposed to have your parents, they're supposed to lead you to be the adults that they are and even better. Mm-hmm. So like I feel like you were saying, like, why did it take so long, or how would you eventually like know how to accept the help if you've been independent your whole life?
Yeah. Oh, that's contagious, dog. He just worked a 50-hour shift, you know. I'm tapping.
Tell me about it.
Tell me about it.
We're not even gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that, but I've been going through it.
You've been going through it? Tell me about it, gang.
Oh no, it's just a good day today. I'm popping it. Yeah. I'm popping it today. Don't like how y'all feel today, man? Like forget a dream thought. How do y'all feel today? Like how's y'all day going?
Blessed and highly favored. I feel good, you know.
I feel real conceited today.
You feel conceited?
Why?
Very.
Wait, what's going on? Why?
Like I'm popping it. I'm on that.
Let's peep the glasses.
Right? Like I'm acting different. Like, I'm acting real different.
It's okay.
Oh.
Facts. That ain't the point though. I'm popping it today. Like but like I'm just in a popping it mood, like, but not in in a cocky way. Like everybody should be able to talk about themselves in any type of way. So like I'm
I think I y'all both popping it.
Yeah,
Since you popping it, pop your dream for thought.
yeah. Let me hear what you got. What you gotta say?
Cause what?
Yeah, it don't feel
Wait,
good.
beginning shenanigans ended 20 minutes ago. You can't be doing that.
It was a 1 for 2 though. We cool.
Tight.
Yeah.
No, you gonna hit me again. I'ma jab you.
You see that move though? Like just straight like.
Y'all
Bro, I
remember
have
that
my eyes
episode
closed.
when
What
it
you
was
talking
like,
about?
I'm a YN and I was born in 2000.
You are a YN.
But they over here slap boxing. Like,
We started it. It's like, no, I'm playing. What was your dream for thought though? Let me hear what you gotta say.
So like my dream for thought is, what is something that y'all believe in that others don't or might not believe in? Like, yeah.
You can start. We see ladies first.
wait, you go first.
No, ladies first.
No, it's okay.
After you.
Okay.
So-
I'm gonna say God,
Mm.
religion. Tell them the new words you learned today.
I am a theist.
Theolist. Why? Okay. So like for people who don't know what that is,
Pretty much believes in a higher being, but doesn't believe in any specific religion. So like, yes, I believe that there's a God or something, there's a higher being than us, but there is no, I'm not going to sit here and say I can really resonate with one religion. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of truth in this, there's a lot of truth in that, but there's also a lot, there's 10 times more lies in all of the religions than there are truth. You just got to figure out where the truths are. Me, I'm not the type of person to really sit here and like read and try to find the truths, even though if I really want to find the truth, I have to read.
yeah.
So yeah, that's that. Even though you just said you don't like sit there and really read all of them, how do you know what is truthful from this religion, that religion, and what isn't truthful?
Well, first and foremost, I try to like make it make sense. Like one thing I can sit here and say, like the pyramids in Egypt, right? So when think about how they did tell us that the pyramids was built. Think about how they told us about that. It don't add up. It don't.
It's about brick by brick.
Brick by brick, and think about how big those bricks are. Like one brick is like probably the door. You feel me? And probably just as wide, or if not, just a little bit, or you feel me, or just a monitor. Like it's them bricks, they was big, and mind you, they didn't have all this extra artillery, this, that, and the third, unless there was ancient technology that they left out in history that we don't know about.
But like, if you look, people can build anything. I do like where I do understand what you're saying when it comes to like the like not believing in a certain religion, because every religion
That was just an example.
But like every religion has some like bad parts to it. Like not everything is
A
perfect.
lot. It has
Yeah.
the bad parts are lies, and the truths are the truth.
Yeah, but I feel like the main focus of a religion like should be like just to following good moral compass, right? So I feel like if you believing in something and you have that moral compass, I still feel like it shouldn't be looked down upon that he is a theist, like he a theist, right? I feel like it's
Theolist.
Theolist. I'm sorry, my fault. Whoa.
You taught him the word. Oh my God.
Say it again. Yeah.
Don't pop it. 'Cause I'm
Pop
popping
it.
Don't pop it. Don't pop
He
it.
taught him the word.
Don't pop it.
Yeah.
Don't pop it.
Ba-boom.
But boom. But listen.
I was about to say the king. He did it. That was okay.
Yeah. But listen. I feel like just having that good moral compass, though, I feel like that's the most important part of any religion. And the fact that like you still have it, it shouldn't be looked down upon. It really shouldn't.
So, like, something I've heard is religion is to keep order. I've heard this, and when you dive deep into like what that sentence really mean or what that phrase really mean, and look at it, it literally is to keep order. Like Jews being Jews and Hitler and all that bullshit. Like, just think about it. That's a separated religion right there.
Wait.
Wait, what's the religion?
The Nazis?
The Nazis.
It's not a religion.
I mean,
That's a cult.
I'm sorry, it's not a cult.
That's a quote.
Y'all, hold on. Y'all know what I meant.
Okay.
But just know they don't. I don't think they support the same religion either or.
I don't think so either. I think
But-
that's a whole different.
It's a whole different. It's a whole different country, and it's a whole different religion that they both believe in. But that's the point I'm trying to say. Like, just think about shit like that. Like, it's supposed to keep order. So if they going to war about religion, then somebody trying to take order. Who's trying to take order? Well, Hitler is just the name that comes out of this. So it's like Hitler's trying to take order. And he was, but it's like, a lot of things be making sense, but I just gotta like do my extra homework because I don't know, like maybe one specific religion is the true religion, or maybe our religions are just to help us.
I think it's just
to keep us sane.
Not necessarily keep us sane. Give us the opportunity to believe in something. Like if you look at,
I believe in myself.
The higher being.
I am a God.
Well, he doesn't mean that.
I mean that. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I mean
I feel
that.
like we all have a bit of like a God a part of us, but like back to your question though.
You are a God.
We all have a part of God.
She is a God.
I am God's child.
Y'all ever heard of
I was trying to change the topic.
No, bro. No, don't change the topic.
No, because
I got a question.
Oh, you got a question? Go ahead.
Y'all ever heard somebody say, "Oh, we only use 10% or 50% of our brain" or something like
Yes.
that?
It's not true. I just got proved wrong. Who proved me wrong about that? Somebody was laughing at me because I said that.
Wait, I don't think we fully use our brain.
No, we do.
Y'all never see the movies?
I know. It's like it was a theory. They said that. I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's like we do use it, but they proved that wasn't true.
Well, probably you
don't
think
know.
the percentage or that we
We
just
used our full brain. If we didn't
I
use
feel
our
like
brain,
if
we probably
use our full brain. I feel like we would know everything in the world. Cause that's
we have to learn it.
Oh,
Maybe.
Yeah,
But I believe I'm a God, so if I'm using 100% of my brain, then
that okay.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. That's a hot take. That's one of my hot takes. He feel like he's a God. You feel me?
no. I don't feel like I am a God. I feel like we are all gods.
What does that mean?
Like I
With
feel
us
like
being gods,
yeah.
what does that entail? What makes us a god?
we have to tap into our inner selves and figure that find a deeper meaning for it. Tap into your inner self and find the meaning for it. Me personally, I'm trying to tap into my inner self.
And how are you doing that?
First, I just started meditating, so that's just a start. Feel me? And I do feel a little relaxed after I meditate, but I feel like, and people say it's levels to meditating. Like it gets more and more intense if you're doing it right. I just felt relaxed, so I'm gonna assume I just did this right. But it was like, that's just me trying to tap into my inner self.
So do you think in regards to, let's connect this back to religion, you meditate, do you think the resource of whatever religion, like the Bible within that, could be a way of finding your inner self? Because the scriptures, all the chapters, the word is ultimately lessons about life, like parables and stuff like that. What's that, Proverbs or Psalms?
Proverbs
It's
and Psalms.
Psalms and Proverbs, they give you the different parables, and those helps you with the way of life. Like you find yourself probably not in the exact same situations, but situations that surround that. So do you think that can help you find your inner self?
I'm gonna say no, because I spent my first 10 years of life, I'm gonna say my first 10 to 15 years of life at St. Francis. And what I was the one specific thing that I was taught, that God was white, pictures shown, just in the third. But I'm reading there, they got the Bible in front of us. We reading it. We reading
but that
scriptures.
goes to the people who's manipulating it.
Exactly.
But
So
if you take it upon yourself to read it, you find a whole different ballpark. That's why, like, when it comes to religion, you can't like go about what people are just telling you. You need to read with them. You in church with your pastor might be saying this, but it's up to you to be following along what he read and be like, no, I don't think that really means that. So I feel like you can interpret yourself to find your own meaning within it. Especially like when you go to like church and you have like Sunday school. Like at my church, we got Sunday school books. You can read it beforehand, and they give you a list of what to read following up to the week. So like, it's one thing to learn from the teacher, but are you going to back that up? Because they went to school. Just
sometimes they might be, that is a part of the people who's teaching whatever was going on. They might be like, oh yeah, read this leading up to that week. but might have you skipped over the chapter where, oh, Jesus' hair was this and
So
his
that
skin was that,
and you
or
would
that is
never
that.
knew that.
You would never
skipped
knew
over
that.
it if you ain't go read.
You feel me? So it's just like, I might not want to read, but the fact of the matter is, there's a deeper truth that I am trying to find personally. So I gotta read. So I'm not opposed to reading. I just
Yeah, just say like before you eliminate it because you saying like okay,
I would never
well,
eliminate reading.
People are saying this, people are saying that, but okay, did you go and back it up? You always gotta
I don't back
take
nothing up.
research.
I just
but
say
you
whatever I
taking
say.
it wrong with it because people say it, but you just go no. I'm in general, not
No.
you. Just
I was
in
gonna
general.
say, whoa.
Like you, like people will say this. People
It's hard
will
for
say
me-
that.
hard to
But
convince
you
me
just
with
gotta go
something.
about and find whatever source they had. Go and read it yourself, because it's up to your interpretation.
I ain't gonna lie, I like that combo. I definitely do.
Especially because you said like meditation. That's your way of interpreting yourself. So like you can do
are-
the same exact thing with the Bible. Just read it on your own.
So, like I said, media. You know, well, that's what we went to school for. So we know for a fact how they lie and make things look for us. But we also know that there's a lot of truth that they put in front of our face that they be like, oh, it's just TV. Don't panic. So, for example, one thing that I seen, like, and granted, I don't believe everything I see on TV. It's just more so like that might be one of the things that, all right, it sounds like it's fake, but it might be true. Like, again, we was talking about the Illuminati the other week. Again, like, it's higher things up. So it's like, who really knows what? I was watching Doctor Strange, right? To sum my whole point up, I was watching Doctor Strange, or I want to say Doctor Strange. And needless to say, it was something. He was getting ready to get his powers and all that. Like, he was getting ready to tap into being in Doctor Strange. But when you open up the book where he had to learn and read and all that, he almost opened up a wormhole because he was doing the chakras and all this other stuff. Like, I'm just trying to like sum the story up. But needless to say, the chakras was on that, and there's like 7 chakras. Me, I don't even feel like I even tapped into my first one. But I feel like if I can tap into my third eye, if that's really a thing, then yeah, I'm gonna be on that.
He said he trying to pop his shit off. Pop
Guys.
his stuff off. I'm sorry.
look at the comments.
Oh.
Someone said, "We need directions, young folk, because we create hasty, impatient, and with weaknesses. Impossible to be a god or God himself. It's a heavy statement. We don't want to become rivals or on the wrong side of the Creator. Hallelujah. But the fact that you at least guys are opening up about it, guidance. I love it. Thank you."
Amen.
Thank you.
God created gods. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just
we're
fucking
gonna
with
have
you.
you read.
Don't take. Listen, certain
The
times
media.
you don't take me serious.
He's the
like,
media.
yeah, I'm part of the
He's
media.
the
Like,
media.
I'm a BSer. Like, I'm with all the shenanigans.
But then
about
that's a prime example. Like just knowing that like you're BSing it, that's what other people do to distract you.
Exactly.
And I feel like if we understand like just knowing us as humans, we're not perfect. We all know about Adam and Eve, all that stuff. We're original sin, all that stuff. Like
Eve.
okay, the story.
What you said?
Eve. He said Eve. He said women.
All right.
Let me
I have a
finish.
theory
Wait,
about. I
before
have a
forget.
theory about that. Okay.
Put
go
a
ahead.
pin in it. Dang, I forgot. What was I saying? And knowing that like we're not living in a perfect world, it's gonna be more times that you're stir away straight. What's the word?
Like straight away.
Yeah.
Straight away. That's what you trying to
Yes.
say?
You're
Okay.
being pushed away.
Yeah, straight.
From, yes.
Oh, being pushed.
No, not
Okay.
pushed. It's straight.
You're straying away from.
Straying away from.
Yeah. Go ahead, take your time.
Straying away from what's the truth.
Yeah.
The truth. All right. Thank,
So my theory, right? So like,
You told me
don't
to
you know
shut
how? No.
He should say Eve, right? He said it's not.
yeah, go ahead. Your theory about Eve.
So don't you know how they like Adam and Eve was in the garden eating all happy, this and the third, and then they ate the apple. But of course, you know the way the story is told, Eve ate the apple
The
first.
fruit.
Yeah, or no, it's the apple.
Okay. It's a
The apple.
You can say fruit, just for the sake of it. Fruit,
Apple.
apple, fruit,
Okay.
whatever. It's just the same thing.
I'm popping it.
Oh.
She ate an apple.
She ate an apple. Okay.
I don't care.
was
what,
there.
I don't care what fruit it was. It was an apple.
All right, go ahead.
I don't. Neither here nor there. She bit it first, right? Boom. I feel like that might be a reason why women have periods. That's just a theory. That's just me thinking.
I don't know what I thought.
Because think about it, y'all. Think about it, y'all. So think about the fruit. The fruit is not. You're not supposed to eat it. You're not supposed to eat from that tree. You ate it. Eve ate it first. So therefore, they ate it, and then it was like, oh, it digested this, and that, third. Then all of a sudden, blood.
Well, that's.
But hold on,
what
boss.
you got from this story?
This is me theory. This is just me guessing. Like just
He's
hold on.
theorizing
I'm about
theories
to theorize something else.
Okay.
Adam's apple. Because remember, Adam
Yeah,
bit the apple after, or bit the fruit after.
You're throwing too many theories. We gotta address one at a time.
Hold on. I'm gonna throw one more. Let me do the Adam's apple first, and then we can address them how you want to address them. So
The fact
Adam,
that this
right?
is what you're taking out of the Adam and Eve story. This is how you interpret it.
I interpret a lot of things the wrong way.
Yeah,
That ain't the point. So Adam, he ate the apple or the fruit second, but afterwards he was like, "Oh no, it might have digested." But in Eve, but all of a sudden he bite it and then he gets stuck in his throat. Why we got an Adam's apple? You feel me? It's like, all right, we got an Adam's, and it's named after that. So we got an Adam's apple. So that's why it's probably stuck. It got stuck in his throat, and then it probably digested with Eve. But she just started having the period, and then they end up
So
in
it
original
just
sin.
foreshadowed. Yeah.
I think that might have been a thing. But again, like I said, I don't even believe in the religions. But I'm like, if I can make it make sense, that's how I would think.
Modernize.
Wait, so like,
Adam and
I don't.
There you go.
I don't like that though. So like, if you
You don't gotta agree with it.
No,
It's
no,
just
no,
me
no.
thinking
No,
about it.
Let me finish. I don't like that because like you gotta think about it like this. You taking one story out of the Bible. That's not what really happened. That's Genesis. We don't know what really
Was you
happened.
there?
We don't.
Were you?
Yeah,
I
we
wasn't.
don't know what really happened. That probably.
I was guessing.
That's the Bible. That's written from like the.
No, it was
Oh,
rewritten. It
yeah.
was rewritten.
But like it was from like the Holy Spirit. Like people like felt the Spirit and wrote upon that. Like some of that stuff. So like you focusing on like the early stories to like come up with these conclusions, but that's not your religion.
Mhm.
You believe in there is just like a single being that rules over us. So like I don't know. I just that's it, that part.
So remember when I said like some religions have some truth and some religions have a lot of lies?
Yeah. So is that
I
like
feel like for Christianity, that's one of their truths.
Their truths.
Because the Adam's apple, granted, yes, it might be a reach. What my theory really just might be a reach, but if I'm trying to make it make sense the slightest way, and then I'll let a person who really wants to sit here and think about it, you can make it really, really make sense all you want. Me, I'm just like, I get it, but I just feel like that might have been that. It just sounds truthful. I'm like that. I'm like, oh, that's why women got periods because they ate that. They bit the apple first.
But no,
and that's why men be following after women.
So wait,
in
but
regards to
our whole
question.
lives.
What? So from that, right? From your interpretation of periods and Adam's apples, what does that have to do with anything? Like, what does that mean to you? Like, by understanding that and comprehending that, what did you like gain from that? Like, what does it satisfy your beliefs?
For example, again, this is Christianity.
Does that help you believe in another religion?
No, it helps me know that I've been told a lie, and it helps me know that I might have been told the truth. So that theory that we just talked about, that might have been the truth, but I know for a fact I was told a lie because when I actually sat down and did read the Bible, Jesus is black.
Okay.
I did read.
He's Anthony's skin complexion,
So knowing
not
that
mine.
Jesus
He's
is
Anthony's
black,
skin complexion.
Knowing that Jesus is black, does that make you just believe in him?
And it's
more?
like, huh?
Does that make you just believe in him more?
No, now
I just feel like what you're
now it
pulling
makes
out
me
from the
it makes me believe Jesus was a real person.
because he was black.
Yeah, I'm biased.
I
I'm
just feel like
I'm racist.
What you're pulling out of the stories, what does that help you like with your
It's more
your
so
thought
like
process
I'm
or
a
your mindset or your belief?
like you know me. I'm a thinker. Like I'm gonna always sit here and try to. All right, it might be this or it might be that or it might be that, but let's try to make it all make sense together.
Yeah, I feel like you're trying to make sense like just the little things. Like from Adam and Eve, I didn't care if that meant we got a period. I just know from that story we were introduced to the lesson of disobedience. So that's what I got from the story. I wasn't thinking about now men got Adam's apples all because they ate the apple off the tree.
No, following after a girl.
Following after a girl.
But think about how
that's a part of the
think
story.
about how men are today. Like men are
blame the way.
I'm not blaming women. I'm not blaming
No, it's
women.
not
I'm blaming
Adam
the
and Eve.
story.
Yeah.
Like again, this could be a truth because this is how it could make sense. She bit the apple first. That happened. Boom. He bit the apple after, and it got stuck. So cool. Now we got taught the lesson of disobedience. But the fact that he was following after her and all this other cool shit. What are men doing? Every day we wake up to go get money, to either go get money so we can make sure we can take this girl out or do this, do that. Like men, yeah, we try and do it for ourselves, but we want females to see it. We want women to see it. Like we do what we want to do, so females can be like, oh, you doing something with yourself, or you taking care of yourself. That's what we doing it for. Like some niggas gonna be like, oh, I ain't worrying about no shorty. I ain't worrying about no girl opinion. This, that, third. The whole time, bro. Why you getting dressed? You getting dressed for another man?
And you this stemmed from the story of Adam and Eve. No. So listen.
Exactly.
So you see,
that's my point.
So listen.
Yes.
But listen
Thank
for
you.
that. So you just said yes. That stemmed from the story of Adam and Eve. But you also that's a story within the Christian faith. I want to say, right? Within all faiths. So okay. So
yeah,
that's
it's definitely Quran.
So what you go back to, you don't believe in the religions and things like that, but then they help you develop your mindset about different things in life. You see what I'm trying to say?
Jesus walking on water. I don't know how true that is. The Red Sea parting. I don't know how true that is, but hey,
that's Jesus. I'm not saying you can go out and
no,
walk on water.
No. Jesus can
That's
walk on
just
water.
showing
Moses
who
said,
we believe is our Lord.
Was it Moses? That was Moses. Yeah, Moses.
Yeah. But all through the way of the Lord. Moses didn't do it.
Yeah, like he said, God, make a way.
Exactly. So are you seeing? I just want you to see how you're taking the stories within religion and you're leading about them with your way of life. Mm-hmm. But then you go back to say you don't believe it.
You know what?
She's not wrong. You're not wrong.
Something? I think it's because he went to Catholic school all his life and he was taught this. Mm-hmm. So it's just that was his foundation, and now he's just trying to figure it out now. Like, could you like? Yeah, because
you gotta remember, bro. We was lied, bro. Think about what we learned about in St. Francis, bro. We was lied to a lot. Like, granted, everything we just said, like you just said, the fact that you just made, we was being taught that, but like the basic fact of, where is Jesus from? Nazareth. That's in Africa. Me, I didn't even know that until I got out of St. Francis. I didn't know that was in Africa.
They don't teach that.
And when you think about it, bro, I'm like, hold on, from Africa, and then again going back to reading, I'm like, whoa, like this is crazy. I'm like, so the basic thing of them not teaching me that Jesus was black, I got so many more questions now. Like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I became Muslim, because I had so many questions. There was only one religion that just broke it down evenly and plainly. Wash yourself, clean yourself, and pray and submit to one God, not a Holy Spirit, not the Son of God. God gave you commandments. He said it in, I am the Lord thy God. Me.
Right.
Why would I send somebody down here for you to praise and worship the same way you praise and worship me? And then why would you pray to him? Because he said in the New Testament that you can only get to God from me.
This is what I'm saying.
We're
like,
talking about Jesus.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's really a lot. That's why like it is a touchy subject. That's why it's more so like this is just me. Like I'm trying to make this make sense. Like I'm just trying to make it make sense. Like I don't know what's true, what might not be. Not trying to offend nobody's religion, but it's like cool. And then another thing is like a lot of people that are Muslim is some of the same reasons he just said, because it broke it down. It cleans your body. You do this, worship one person. It makes sense. That makes sense. Like, yes, worship one God. Like, I believe there is one specific person up there, or not even a person. It like that, whatever that God is, whatever it is, I feel like that is the mastermind of all of it. Whatever. But you got Muslims saying is this, you got Christians saying it's this, you got Buddhist people saying it's that, and so it's really true. So now I'm gonna take everybody's story. Let me hear it. No, that sounds like bullshit. They don't even make. I can't even try to make it make sense. Like how I made Adam and Eve make sense for present day. Like think about how long ago that was, and then how I'm correlating it to present day. if I can't correlate the present day, it won't. I
feel like as long as you got some form of God in your life, you cool. I feel like that's the main
Which is
point.
you. It's you.
Keep saying the same thing.
Oh, Jesus.
But as long as you got like some concept of like morality, I feel like that's also like that's just the most important part. But that leads to our next segment. Well, not next segment.
Well, your dream for thought.
My
What
dream
you
for
thinking?
thought. I don't know. I wanted to put my little yeah out there too.
Oh, sorry.
What we looking at? Yeah, Jesus was a Palestinian. Yes, he was. He
Read and reflect. Yes.
uh-huh.
Read and reflect. Yes, I agree. 100%. I'm listening. Jesus was a
Palestinian.
Huh?
Yes. 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 Yes.
I'm not tripping.
All right. Yeah.
That's what they think, but then they say the Middle East.
But all right, back to my dream for thought. 'cause
Dream for thought.
yeah,
What you
alright.
thinking?
I'm thinking. So, what is all right? So we was talking about happiness, probably like a couple episodes ago. But I want y'all. What do y'all see happiness being? Like, what is it for you
Like just personally?
personally? Yeah.
Me, like happiness. I always say my success is happiness. Like I'm not successful until I'm happy. I feel like what makes me happy is like being able to make other people happy with everything I do. Be able to inspire and make sure that people are like listening and learning something. So I feel like you happy when you're at peace at what you're doing, where you are in life. So it may be different for everyone, but for me, just knowing where I'm at in life, I'm satisfied.
So
I'm
do you
happy.
do you feel like you there or
Me? No.
no? So what do you feel like you have to do?
I need to
get
graduate college.
graduate college.
For starters,
Okay,
I need to
when is that?
graduate
When is
college.
that?
May 4th.
May 4th.
May 4th, I'm graduating college. They just sent the list. They sent the list of, I don't know, each department. My department sent the list of all the graduates, and my name was on it.
I was on the one last semester.
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Yes. So I'm really excited. So I feel like happiness comes in steps. Like you're happy in certain aspects once you like accomplish certain things. Like once I graduate college, I'm gonna be happy. But then I'm not gonna be completely happy because now, okay, I gotta be satisfied in my work, in my career.
Yeah.
So I feel like happiness comes in steps.
Okay.
So am I happy right now? Yeah, I'm happy in life for all the things I did, but I'm not at my highest level of happiness.
I feel you.
The finish line always moves.
Yeah, I like that. The finish line always
The
moves.
finish line always moves.
Okay.
Might as well ask him.
Ahmad, you talk about meditation too. Is that your form of happiness, or like what do you feel like is your form of happiness? What do you feel like happiness is?
You want my truthful answer? Or you want like you want my
You're
way?
truthful. Be
Yeah,
yourself.
truthful. Be you.
Man, I got a blunt. I'm cool.
A blunt.
That's happiness. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like again, like it wasn't even the meditating. Like just going back to fake the religion, everything. Trying to figure out what religions is what this and the third. It just started making me think. Boom, just smoking marijuana is that makes some when you fry it, you'll be like, dang. Now you just asking yourself a bunch of wild questions. You'll be like, dang, why is a giraffe? Sometimes like you'll be like, how is it? Like it just be a bunch of questions. So it makes me think. So me, I like thinking, but I like thinking to myself because I answer myself. Like remember back to do you talk to yourself?
and
Exactly.
answer to
I
yourself?
talk to myself and I answer myself. Like I do. But I like doing that by myself because it's like, well, obviously I'm by myself. I like doing that because it's like I'll always answer myself multiple times. Like I play devil's advocate. I'll say one, I'll be like, all right, I believe this, but it could also be this bad thing too.
Okay.
And then but I'll be like, all right, let me see if I can combine them before I go saying it out loud to people.
Okay.
You feel me? And then,
Got you.
So when you finally say it out loud to people, is that another way of you learning? Like, okay, let me gather more intel because it
makes me think. It makes me think more because
more
what
than
you
yourself and your
with
thoughts.
that with whoever I'm saying that to, their response might make me draw up more questions, or it might answer the questions I came to them for. So it's like so like me, bro, thinking, being alone is just like I like smoking and being by myself. Like that's happiness. Like watching TV, thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like no, I'm not. No, too much. All that extra stuff. Like hold on. I'm sorry. I almost lied. that's the second part. That was the second thing that makes me happy. The one thing that truly make me happy, like, and I kind of like go blank, I ignore people, and I kind of don't care, is when I'm playing basketball. And
That's a great outlet.
like, you feel me? Like, I've been playing basketball my entire life, played in college, so yeah, any chance I get to play basketball, like, I just black out. Like, it's not a bad blackout. It's just more so like,
It's your time.
like, it's me in the bucket, me getting the ball from whoever got the ball, and it's whatever it is, and I don't care how it, like, that's where my most happiness. Like, nothing can beats that. Nothing beats that at all. And then, of course, as a man, you know, when I'm getting pussy, that's the third.
Oh my gosh.
When I'm getting pussy, you
Okay.
know, every man likes getting that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. I feel like with me, I feel like happiness, like, it's just about like finding who you are. Once you find out who you are as a person, I feel like happiness is so attainable. It's so easy to get because you know what you like and you can start doing that. For me, it's just like I like being in nature. I like going on walks and stuff like that, being with my dog.
So I'm thinking about myself when I go on a walk.
Yeah, it's peaceful though. It's peaceful. I also play basketball too.
That's a form of meditating too. Going on a walk.
Yeah,
It's a form of meditating.
Definitely, it's healthy. It's healthy. But yeah, I feel like just finding that part of you that like you just like, you could like be with yourself all day and do that thing. Then I feel like that's the biggest thing that you could try to do. But
I agree. That's why I feel like I say this all the time. Like, I want to make sure that what I do for work is also like a hobby. I want to have fun with what I'm doing. Because then if you're not having fun, you're not really going to do it. You're not going to put your all into it. That's why I always aim to make sure like I'm happy with what I'm doing. It's not, even though money does a lot, it's not the end all be all.
It ain't.
it ain't.
It ain't. I ain't gonna lie, man. Today was a good one, man. Today really was a good one. Like,
I think it's because we got these new drip zips.
Go ahead. So tell me.
shop now.
Where can I get it? Where can I get it?
Embrace dreams come.
Yes, sir. How much? How much?
80 bones.
80 bones.
That's cheap. You spend $200. You spend $100 on Nike pants.
Man.
Might as well buy an $80 hoodie.
And I'm not gonna lie.
It's nice quality.
Yeah, I was about to
I'm
say that. I
bored.
like that.
Right. I ain't need to go. I ain't need to go. It's windy.
Shop
Forget-
now. Shop now.
The quality already good. You know what I'm saying? You ain't worry about Nike quality.
I like the quality.
What you gotta worry about our quality for?
It's
Our
like-
quality good. Don't worry.
It's like a little pillow. I feel like.
Right, like-
Yeah, like.
Hold up. They said happiness is only truly
Attained.
attained. Oh damn, I'm really blind.
Happiness is
Attained
only truly attained when we actually find who God is and what He wants from us as His
Exactly.
creation. Absolutely. Absolutely. Going back to reading. Read and reflect.
All right. So what if we? All right. So yes. All right. So I really was just shit talking. Like I do believe we are guys ourselves. Just like me, like thinking highly of people. Just like you a god, you a king. Everybody, queens, kings. You know how people talk. Hey king, hey queen, this, that, third. I believe that.
Just be careful with that though. No, 'cause
Listen,
it's like-
it's an opinionated thing.
It's opinionated.
But going back to that, say if we're doing that, and then say if we find out who God is, and say if God is us. Say if we say if my theory was, oh, I think we gods, and then say if we find God, and God is, and you are the God.
Do you believe in the commandments?
The Ten Commandments.
Yeah.
I gotta go back over them Jones.
No, do you believe
I gotta go back over them Jones.
You believe in them?
I can't. I'm not even going to answer that question. Cause
Honor your mother and father. There's only
100,
one God.
100.
Thou shalt not steal.
Yeah.
Thou shalt
I
not
kill, adult.
No.
There's only one God though. I want to focus on that one. There's only
Yeah,
one
I am the
God.
Lord.
Somebody
your
trying
God.
to take my
Yes,
life.
you're
I'm
not-
taking theirs first.
Listen
No,
up.
listen,
So no.
that's different. That's your free will. But
Yeah.
do you believe that the commandment "Thou shalt not kill" is
Oh no, just to kill? No.
yeah?
But,
But like the first one,
But
I
is
am the
that
Lord your
animals
God, there
and
should be no
people?
other
Because
God
I need
before
to
me.
eat some
Yeah.
steakums.
so
You
like,
feel me?
look. What I'm trying to say is,
I gotta kill a cow.
I get
Okay,
that,
we're
I
not
get that.
saying
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't do it.
yeah, yeah.
We're saying it's basically like the law.
In the name of God.
yeah, you call
Sorry.
it. You said everybody God. So I'm saying like, do you believe in the commandments? Because the first commandment is.
I'm the Lord your God. You shall not worship any false gods before me.
Mm-hmm.
or other gods.
So like, do
before
you
him.
believe in that, or because like if you calling everybody gods, then that's like kind of.
Well,
like,
I more so call people kings, queens, but like
Then
I,
that's why I said
I
be
do
careful.
it, but I do assume, but I'm not gonna sit here and put that theory down as like the chakras and the
Yeah.
meditating thing, like
Yeah.
the seven.
You-
People keep saying when you get to that, when you open all of that,
Yeah.
that's when you realize it.
I feel like
I'm-
it's going back to when you was like, we don't use our full brain.
Yeah, like bro, it's just like a lot of questions, bro. It's more so like I'm gonna be,
The
it's
chakras?
like,
In the brain?
but there is one God. Now the question is it one God who has put us into creation, or are we our actual God and we just don't know it?
So each person is their own. That's still.
No, I'm asking. It might be a
that's,
thing.
That's what you're saying. That's what you're.
Yeah,
not
it
saying
might
you
be.
Believe in.
I don't
That's
believe in
the,
that. No, but
theory.
it's like that's my theory. It's like people say, "Oh, we are gods." I'm like, okay, if we are gods, and or some people trying to find who their God is. What if when they find their God, and they be like, "Hold up, I'm with myself." You be like, "Damn, you're God," and people been telling you that. Okay, maybe.
So then another question, and then like we can. But another question: do you believe that God, whatever the higher being, God, whoever is the real God,
Mm-hmm.
do you believe that God is perfect? This perfect higher being.
I have two.
Yes.
Yes, I have two answers
So
to that.
if it's
yes,
my
yes.
question
If
is,
it
are you perfect?
no,
So
that's
how
why
are
I have
we
two
our own
answers
God?
because it's like, but have we tapped into that?
Still, if we tap
I don't
into
know,
it or not,
but
we will
because my
learn
thing
that,
is,
like,
if we are our own God and we do, say if we find that out and we say if we find out who God
so
is,
then now you found this lie that God isn't perfect.
right? But at the end of the day, we are, like I said, we have been lied to already about a lot of things. So what is the real truth?
If that
like,
I
it's
feel
just
like
gonna
that
be
was
more
the
and
real
more
truth,
things,
that
like-
we were God, it would be so much more that we would have to tap into. Like, it's no way we're our own, well, I guess if there's a will, there's a way. There's some type of way if we're our own God.
Or the phrase
that
might have
it-
came up. The phrase might have been no one's perfect or God's perfect or something. What was the phrase? No one perfect?
Can you be
Nobody's
honest
perfect.
with me real fast?
What?
Did this motivation for today come from Doctor Strange?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That's what I had this moment in my head and I was like, what if it all stemmed from him watching that one episode?
It actually, you want to know where it stemmed from?
What?
So it stems from just watching the entire Avengers. You know what I'm saying?
And that goes to like influence. Now TV shows that was written by these random people.
So hold on,
It's like, dang,
pause.
they on to something.
So
They're God.
it's certain things that are in the Avengers, in Star Wars, or in certain the Matrix that are in the Bible or in or whatever the questions.
Why, right?
Huh?
You know why?
No.
Because they use those books, those things as inspiration to write their story.
And then you see how
Right?
so
That's
quick
why
you was
should
able.
never believe a movie
And-
your whole soul.
Exactly, and that's why going back to what we were saying earlier, it was like media lies to you.
Exactly.
Like
but they were so
100%.
quick
So it's
to
like
believe the Avenger movie. But
No,
won't
I'm
go-
not but quick
I
to
didn't
believe
say
it.
you.
I'm quick
I
to-
didn't
I'm
say
quick
you.
to
I
no,
didn't say you.
no,
I
cut.
said we're so quick to believe the Avenger movie scene, but we won't go to see the inspiration from the Bible. We won't go read it to see what it really says to get your own interpretation. You
Right.
know what
Because I
I'm
was gonna
saying?
say I don't believe in that Avenger whole thing, but it's like, all right, people saying this chakra thing, or whatever, but then all of a sudden I'm watching Doctor Strange and shit, he tapped into his third eye. Then all of a sudden
but
he
Dr.
got
Strange not a
this
real
man
person.
can dimensions and all this. I'm like, hold on, people are, and mind you, scientists been saying there's a bunch of whole other dimensions. How do we get there? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do we get there? And mind you, nobody has been. They said, but they just went back to the moon for the first time since Neil Armstrong and them, I think, or something.
I want to set up a show between you and Abdul Wakil, so he does a show here, finding humility through change. And I want him to talk to you.
I got questions.
Right, and just sit there, right? I think you'll benefit from that. Right? So we'll set that up. Tell Umpa on live, like you want to set that up.
What's his name?
Umpa's grandpa, Abdul.
Oh, that's him right there. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, yeah. Now we gotta tap in. Come on, every Saturday, 5 o'clock. what I'm saying? We here. I'm here. I'm definitely here for an open conversation because at the end of the day, like I'm willing to learn. Like I already have like a lot of doubts within a lot of things, but I genuinely like I would love to hear anybody's point of view. Like I need a reason to ask more questions. So if you can find a way to give me a reason to ask questions, please, I'm all for that.
And just reading some of the comments we got and seeing how True Faith better our lives as a people, then as a family, and then individually as a man, aka the more we know, the more we learn, the better we evolve as a city, as a people, etc., etc. Knowledge is happiness to me. When we grab knowledge from TV, it should say based on a true story or true events. And to piggyback off of that, going back to the Bible as an inspiration to some of these like movie scenes, put the scripture. That's the thing. They don't want you to go and find it. They want you to believe the movie.
What we say last episode? Where you never going to find information? Like, when is a black man never going?
Oh, black man
The
never.
book?
If you want high information from a black man, put it in the book.
Yeah, there you
Put it in
go.
a book.
There you go.
And I feel like we were like, or taught at a young age, or develop habits of a young age of believing the film before the movie. You know how many times we had books in school, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch the movie, then read the book, and
A
never
Wrinkle in
finish the
Time.
book. Man, the book thief or the night thief. What's the girl? The book thief? Something thief. I watched the movie first.
Then the thieves.
No,
that's
I think it's the book
Yo.
thief. But then you see one thing going. This is a prime example. The book and the movie always had differences.
I know it is.
So that's why you need to always go back and read the book, or always go back and watch the movie. 9 times out of 10, the book has
So
more.
for
than
example,
the
right? So I'm about to start reading Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones has a book, and everybody says the book is actually better than the show. Me, I don't understand how in the hell a book can be better than.
movie. Because
more
you're
descriptive.
more
Exactly.
descriptive and you're able to
You gotta
envision
remember,
it
I
yourself.
don't like reading.
But
It's a
when you
story.
realize, when
I
you-
love the Game of Thrones. Like, so if it's something, I'm interested in, I'm gonna go read it. But my thing is like, when I hear people say, oh, the book is better than the movie, or the book is better than this movie, the book is better than.
I feel like it is
Bet.
because it's up
So-
to your interpretation. Like you envision the most perfect story, how they're reading it. That's why when you read the book and then sometimes go watch the movie, be like, she don't look like that for real. Whole time, how you gonna say that? Yes, she does. That's what the artist chose.
You know how SpongeBob said? You just gotta use your imagination. You feel me? Come on.
Ring the bell.
These niggas hot.
All right, wrap it up.
Don't be silly, rap your willy. Go on Instagram, shop a zip up. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you shop in Embrace Dreams. Okay, guys, this has been another episode of
This was a
Embrace
good one
Dreams,
today.
the podcast. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at embracedreams.thepodcast and shop some merch at Embrace Dreams Co.
I bet he said deal. He said deal.
Oh, we about
you know
to
what I'm
set it
saying?
up.
No, we're gonna set that up. We
Exactly.
gotta set that up. We
It's-
have to set that up.
Research all information
Given.
given, especially if it has any type of God or gods attached to it.
For sure. Yeah,
Make
no,
sure
that's
y'all
a fact.
tune
No, that's a
into
fact.
us
That's a fact. I
more.
100% agree with that.
Every Saturday on cmpradio.net.
Two, my fault. Where? Oh yeah. It's alright. I'm blind. I couldn't even see it.
Frankie
still can't
Lynn,
do it.
April 19th. Boxing match. Make sure you go out and support
Wait, why you-
Chester native. Frankie Lynn. Knocking them out. Bye, guys.
Man.